Okay, guys, sorry about that in live class, making a hot mess of number 4. Find 4 consecutive even integers such that 2 times the sum of the first and the second is 14 more than 3 times the fourth. Now, that sounds like a hot mess. First and foremost, 4 consecutive even. Always be looking for the even and odd because that matters. So our first number is x, our second number is x plus 2 because that's how we get for every other number, x plus 4, and x plus 6. Now, that's 4 consecutive even integers. So if I have 6, 8, 10, 12. You started at 20, 22, 24, 26. And that's what we want to be set up as. Now, here comes the fun part. Such that 2 times the sum, so 2 times the sum of the first and second. So this is the first one. This is the second one. So first and second, x and x plus 2 is 14 more. So it's is 14 more than. This is where I messed up and got all crazy last time because I was talking about the less than. Less than is the same thing except it's subtraction. This is addition. But when it says more than or less than, it goes to the back. When you're adding, not as big a deal. But when you're subtracting, very big deal. More than 3 times the fourth one. And the fourth one is going to be that x plus 6. So we didn't use this at all. Now, you're going to combine like terms first. Clean up. So PEMDAS, parentheses first. We're going to put all that together. So that's going to give me 2 on the outside because we're cleaning up inside. 2x plus 2 equals. This side, everything is pretty cleaned up in your parentheses. So I'm just going to rewrite it so we can keep up. Now, line of great divide. So we know which side is which. We're going to distribute 2 times 2x will give us 4x. 2 times 2 gives you 4, not 8 like I did in class. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 8, 6 is going to give me 18. And then this is a line of great, like that's our big brick wall. That 3 stops. So that's going to be plus 14. Again, at this point, check both sides and see if you can clean up. Like combine like terms before you start crossing across the equal marks. So 4x plus 4 is pretty simplified. We have 3x and we have 2 constants, so we're going to add those together, and that's 18 plus 14. Give us 32. I always work towards the positive x because I like to avoid negatives as much as possible, and having $4 is more than having 3. So I'm going to get rid of the 3 on this side. And I subtracted it because it was a positive 3, so it's going to leave me with x plus 4 equals 32. This is our stinky kid. That's a positive 4, so we're going to subtract 4 from both sides. And x is going to give us 28. Now, x is 28. Our second number is x plus 2, so that's 28 plus 2 gives us 30. 28 plus 4 gives us 32. And 28 plus 6 gives us 34. All of those numbers are even, and they are consecutive. Phew, I did way better that time. All right, we ran out of time. So the very last one, find 4 consecutive even integers. So even again, and 4 of them. So that's x is where we're starting. Even and odd, we're still going to do plus 2, plus 4, plus 6. In this case, because I need 4 of them. So 4 consecutive even's your big red flag, because otherwise it would be x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, because you're counting number by number by number. All right, the sum of the first and third, and we're going to add those together. First and third is multiplied by 5. The result is just another way of saying equal. That's why, like in the last one when we were in class, that's why I said I added that, because it's just a different wording, and you guys prefer to see as many different wordings as possible. Is 12 more than, so that means we're going to add 12 to something, then 8 times the fourth. Fourth one is here, and we're going to do 8 times our fourth one. Now, again, PEMDAS, so we're going to clean up our parentheses first. This side's pretty cleaned up, minus that mess on the back, but we're not getting there yet because we got to multiply first, because parentheses, exponents, multiply and divide left to right first. So we're going to distribute. 5 times 2 is going to give us 10x. 5 times 4 is going to give us 20. 8 times x 8 times 6. And remember, there's that parentheses in, so that 48 is where we stop, and then we add 12 because that parentheses means stop distributing that 8. All right, line of great divide. Clean up where we can. 48 and 12. That's going to give us 60, so it's going to be 8x plus 60 on this side. And we have 10x plus 20 on this side. Again, work towards the positive x is my favorite, so we're working towards the bigger guy. So we subtracted 8 because he was positive, and that makes them no dollars on that right-hand side. And now I have 10 minus 8. I had $10. I spent 8. So it's going to be 2x plus 20 equals 60. 2x is our stinky kid. We have a positive 20. The inverse of that positive, or inverse of addition, is going to be subtraction. And so it's going to be 2x equals 40. 2x, don't forget that's 2 times x. We get super used to just saying 2x and rocking and rolling, but 2 times x. So the inverse of multiplication or times is going to be divide. And so x is going to give me 20 because 40 divided by 2 is 20. So our x is going to equal 20. And then 20 plus 2 gives me 22. 20 plus 4 gives me 24. And 20 plus 6 gives me 26. So our list of numbers would be 20, 22, 24, and 26. And let's make these squiggles instead of parentheses because that notates that there's a list. All right, guys, thank you so much for live class and being so patient. Hopefully some of you tried it and kicked this one's butt too.